Recently on Telegram, Shannon O'Brien posted the following. I wish someone would flag the permanently suspended accounts for Elon too. Twitter's users are way over-exaggerated, beyond the use of bots, with people who have been permanently suspended but cannot close their accounts. I spent months trying to get Twitter to close my account and ironically was told I cannot take any action on my account, i.e. close it, because it was suspended. So I appear as a user, but I can't use the platform or leave it. There have to be a massive number of users that fall into this black hole that Twitter reports out in their number to the SEC. I have to assume Twitter won't let people close their account because their numbers would plummet. So they effectively cushion the number of users they are reporting out. Fraud. What Shannon has exposed is that permanently suspended people on Twitter cannot close their account. They appear as a user, but are unable to post on the platform. Twitter is inflating their number of users by counting these accounts, but are not allowing them to actually have a voice. Slave owners in the South used the same tactic to try to gain representatives when they were constructing the Constitution. They wanted to count the slaves so their numbers would be greater and therefore receive more federal representatives, but they were not giving the slaves a voice. Northerners wanted a chance to get rid of slavery once the new country was developed, as many of the northern states had already done, and completely forbid it, which was accomplished in the Northwest Territory with the Northwest Ordinance of 1787. They knew the southern slave owners were using this strategy to increase their numbers, therefore increase their power with representatives, and not allow the Congress the chance to ever vote to get red of slavery. The Northerners were right, as we saw the fight for more slave states as the country expanded west, leading to Bleeding Kansas, the Dred Scott decision, and eventually the Civil War. Northern states did not want to count the slaves, not because they didn't see them as fully human, but because they didn't think it was right to count them and use them without representation. It was one of the main reasons we broke from Great Britain in the first place. Taxation without representation. It's the same concept. As a result, the compromise we reached was where slaves were counted as 3/5 of a person. While this fact in history has been greatly distorted and used to purposely cause racial tension, the fact is Northerners were trying to prevent slave owners from exploiting their slaves for their own personal gain and manipulation. Over 230 years later, we are being manipulated again for purposes of propaganda, preventing representation, and furthering a form of slavery. Twitter accounts, similar to the slaves in this particular example, are being used and counted for the specific purpose of increasing the power of those who will use it against them. Times may change, tactics don't. But that's just my 2 cents. What do you think? Leave your comments down below. You can read more about this and other topics in history in my liberating letters on thefactspaper.com, along with finding access to more of my videos and links to hundreds of informative articles trying to combat fake news. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more of my videos when they are uploaded. Until next time.